So here we have the Type 38. We're still firing the same 6.5x50 cartridge. A couple things have changed. Our bolt is now sort of egg-shaped there. We have a dust cover, more of a traditional Mauser style bolt release, and our safety is now this that we palm, push in, that's safety on. There's off, still a cock on close. So right here we have spring tension, then we can close it up. Pull that back so we can reveal, it says Type 38, chrysanthemum. Now since this is after the earthquake, it is no longer Koshikawa marked by these cannonballs, but instead Tokyo Artillery Arsenal. And then we have our series mark and serial number. So this is like 1000, series 25. So about 1939, 1940 probably is when this one was manufactured. This sling is a repro, but we'll go over the slings later on. So first step for pulling out the bolt is you have to pull this paddle out just like any other Mauser. And it just pulls right out. Okay, so we have our bolt with dust cover. Just lift the dust cover off. Going to grab the back of the cocking knob, press in, twist clockwise. That will release it. So we have our cocking knob there. Out comes a firing pin with its spring. The extractor, we're going to rotate it down, and then we're going to keep sort of pushing it. It's retained by this collar. There's a small ramp surface there, so if we push it this way, so rotate it around till we're out of this cut there. We take our thumb, push forward, it comes right off. So just like a Mauser. And that's it. This collar, I think if you were to try to take it off, it would probably ruin it, so just keep that on there. But that is all the moving parts. So a lot simpler than the Type 30, big improvement. So here I have both the bolt assembly for the Type 38 on top and the Type 99 down here. They both come apart the exact same way, so I'm not doing a section on the 99, but I will be comparing the differences and also the fitments. So starting out with the extractors, Type 99 is on the right. It almost looks the same. There's some slight machining differences here in those reliefs. Also on the front, you'll notice the Type 99 is larger on the right for the larger cartridge, so not interchangeable. We'll go to the bolt bodies. Obviously, they are not interchangeable. Type 38 is on the right. You can see the bolt head is smaller on the 38. The cutout for the extractor on the 99 is full length, whereas it is not on the 38. Other than that, the design is the same. Now, going on to the dust covers. Type 99 dust cover, notice how there's nothing in here. It's just a piece of sheet metal. Type 38 has this extension, which rides on the bolt when the bolt is out while you're cycling it to load the next cartridge. And that sort of keeps it nice and tight. This does not rattle on the 38. This rattles on the 99. In theory, Type 38 here, this dust cover does fit and will work, but technically the one with the tab is the proper cover for the 38. And as you can see, since it is the matching serial number of the rifle, it is much tighter and a much better fitment. So I'm going to go ahead and assemble these because to sort of show the last bit, they need to be together. Right on the bottom we have our Type 99 bolt, and then our cocking piece. Top we have the Type 38 and its cocking piece. So if I try to take the 99 cocking piece, put it into the 38 bolt, I can press it in, get it most of the way there, but it will not rotate and lock into the bolt body. So let's switch around. Let's try to put the Type 38 cocking piece into the Type 99. Get started there. I can press it in all the way, but I cannot rotate it over. And it's interesting, knowing that this is a Type 38 cocking piece, since it won't fit in the Type 99 bolt, usually the Type 38 cocking piece will have an extension off to the left side, which is sort of more of a gas shroud. So you can see these both look exactly the same. This being a Type 99, this being a Type 38. However, this only fits in a Type 38 body, and this only fits in the Type 99 body. So, I don't know what's going on there. We can tell also, if we look at them side by side, notice that the tab there that holds it into the firing pin body is much further back than on the Type 99, where it's further up. Also, there appears to be a slight difference in length on the gas shroud. Alright, when we're reinserting the bolt, have our dust cover over the top. We want to be sure our extractor is over top of the lug. I get started with the lugs just barely in there. Then I'm going to line up my 2 slots on the dust cover. And at that point, I should be able to push it in, press down the magazine, put the bolt home, safety on. So it's also said that the Type 99 and the Type 38 sort of come off the Mauser system. And I can see that more than the Type 30 coming from the Gewehr 88. Here I have a VZ24 bolt, which is very similar to the sort of World War I era bolt assembly, since the VZ24 is almost a AZ and Carabiner copy. First thing is, the disassembly is completely different. The gas shroud, firing pin assembly, because it is a cock on open, not a cock on close. But if we look at this side, we have our long, sort of strong, stereotypical Mauser extractor. That is the same. You'll notice this ridge here, which sort of supports the extractor when it's in the upright position. Does not exist on the Arisaka, it's just smooth there. Another difference is we have our third lug, which locks under the bridge in the Mauser receiver. No third lug on the Arisaka bolt. Both of them, the bolt handle acts as a sort of safety lug. You can see they're both squared back there where they contact the receiver. And then our locking lugs at the front. You'll notice our VZ24 bolt, just 2 big lugs there, cut out for the extractor. Arisaka has the 2 lugs, and instead of using this lug as a bolt stop, it has a third lug there, sort of a sacrificial lug that the bolt will stop on so that the front lug doesn't get damaged. That's not really common in the Mausers, it's more common in the Ross. And then we have our gas vent holes on the bottom. So other than the firing pin assemblies, it is very much based off the Mauser. Lastly, we have the Type 99. Our big differences here are the sights. We now have these fold-out wings, which is for engaging slow, low-flying aircraft. And then we switch to 7.7 by 5.8. I do not have any original of that, but here I have some reloads, and these are actually on Swedish Mauser clips, which work pretty much perfectly with Arisakas. These are all dummy cartridges as well. So as we see, the Swedish clips work totally fine. Safety here, same kind of deal where you palm it and twist. Other big difference, we now have this on the bottom. This is a monopod. As you get later and later into the production on these, you'll see less and less of the monopod, less of these wings. You'll see them sort of not on the rifle, just rear sight leaf there. This particular one is relatively early. This is a Tokyo Artillery Arsenal. We are Series 21, so serial number in the 24,000s. That puts us around 1939 to 1940. And then I have... This is just the action. Some guy bubbaed the entire rifle, converted it to 300 Savage. Whoever did this, kill yourself. This is a first series Nagoya Arsenal, 1939. So you can see the craftsmanship on the first series. Very nice. But I believe this barrel might be a late war barrel that he put on here though, because we do not have the protective wings. Our sight is missing the wings for air-to-aircraft, and it's even missing the retaining screw up there, so you can just pull that off it. There's no retaining screw in there. So either A, the Bubba who did this cut this down, sort of rounded it off, which doesn't really look like it. And then when he was doing this, he was just an idiot and didn't assemble it properly. Or, like I said, this might be a late war barrel on a early receiver. But this receiver is still usable with the 300 Savage conversion, but the barrel and everything else is ruined. The stock is in even worse shape. So yeah, don't do this. He turned like $1,000 into $50 because that's what I bought it for.